Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Sunday, December 5th, at 8:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 545 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Tourists bask on a battlefield as drug gangs fight over Mexican resort town. A man who tested positive for Omicron variant says 15 of his friends who joined him at a New York anime convention also have COVID-19. Dick Vitale thinks Alabama football coach Nick Saban would be a steal at $500 million. Michigan school shooting suspect said he was designing a video game after teacher found handgun drawing that said the thoughts won't stop, help me, school says. White supremacists stage bizarro rally in downtown D.C., find themselves stranded. Defiant California parents send child with COVID to elementary school, trigger outbreak. Locked up sullen Crumbly family showing no remorse after school shooting, says sheriff. Cuomo livid aftershock firing by CNN. Cawthorn sparks outrage after using phrase earthen vessels in anti-abortion speech. Plumber finds cash, checks behind loose toilet in wall at Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Alabama picks apart Georgia, setting course for another playoff, The New York Times. Bitcoin price tumbles after Wall Street sell-off, Fox Business. Omicron possibly more infectious because it shares genetic code with common cold coronavirus, study says, The Washington Post. Fortnite, Chapter 3 officially revealed with new island, Spider-Man, and plenty more changes, The Verge. Tokara Jones says Tyra Banks cannot be cancelled over ANTM pay disparity, TMZ. 5 dead after Myanmar security forces ram car into Yangon protest, media, Reuters. UFC Vegas 44 post-fight show, what's next for Jose Aldo, Saturday's big winners, MMA fighting. 5 words mark 2021 for world stocks and may do again in 2022, Bloomberg. Indonesia volcano toll rises as search for missing continues, AlJazeera.com. Spider-Man, Across the Spider-Verse, Part 1, official first look trailer, 2022, Oscar Isaac, IGN. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Trump social media blows deadline, still claims $1 billion commitment from secret investors. Spread your wings, Vegas company offers tickets to Mile High Club. Locked up sullen Crumbly family showing no remorse after school shooting, says sheriff. GOP rep posts gun laden Christmas photo 4 days after school shooting. Chris Cuomo fired from CNN for advising governor brother on sexual misconduct scandal. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You makes history with diamond status. Last remaining World War II Band of Brothers member dies at 99. Penobscot Nation members do not want ancestors scalping whitewashed. Nicole Kidman feared she was wrong to play Lucille Ball, almost quit movie. Explainer, how unusual to charge parents in school shooting? The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Police says more needs to be done to stop racing. Jury watches interrogation video in murder trial. Oklahoma natural gas customers to see higher bills. 19-year-old dead after falling from balcony. Jewish synagogue community center vandalized. Woman found guilty of aggravated rape. Organizers vow to get Christmas gifts for kids. $1 million in stolen items recovered. Man riding motorcycle says a and-run driver left him to die. Beloved cat returned to owner after 18 months. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. Pope in Greece live updates, Francis chastises West on visit to migrant camp. Vaccine demand in the U.S. rises as Omicron fears grow. Alabama picks apart Georgia, setting course for another playoff. He never touched the murder weapon, Alabama sentenced him to die. Chinese tourists aren't coming back anytime soon. On Syria's ruins, a drug empire flourishes. Fatalities reported after military truck rams protesters in Myanmar. 3 months after Hurricane Ida, residents are still waiting for FEMA housing. After success in seating federal judges, Biden hits resistance. CNN fires Chris Cuomo over role in Andrew Cuomo's scandal. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Ohio driver keeps one hand on wheel, catches baby with other as wife gives birth in passenger seat. Political cartoon of the day, coming to a retailer near you. Milwaukee dancing grannies make parade return after Waukesha tragedy. New Chris Cuomo sexual misconduct allegation emerged days before CNN firing, report. Explosion heard near Iranian nuclear site Natanz. All 3 Crumblies locked up in same Michigan jail, authorities say. Number 16 Alabama takes down number 3 Gonzaga 91-82. Number 17 Pitt rolls by number 18 Wake Forest 45-21 for ACC title. Michigan scores 42 points in Big Ten title game as they honor Oxford High School shooting victims. The left is to blame for rising crime and decreasing personal freedom, Bongino. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, December 5th. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Kate Garraway's tears too as she appears on Piers Morgan's Life Stories. Talk of the town, Tory donor hires ex-police chief to clean up floors of Orr's flat complex. Hospitalizations in Omicron hit South African province are rising faster than in any previous wave. Mother of toddler reveals her husband is grumpy with her after she gained weight. Civil servants are shown disputed genderbread person graphic in presentation. Silvio Berlusconi quietly campaigning to be Italy's next president. Killer husband and wife jailed for life for murdering their elderly parents still very much in love. Heart-stopping moment daredevil leaps between high-rise rooftops on the Gold Coast. Drug sniffer dogs could be introduced to Parliament to combat use in the heart of Westminster. Police find a 1022 plant cannabis farm growing in an ex-magistrate's court. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Snotty-nosed hippos test positive for coronavirus in Belgium, the first known cases in species. Israel urges hard line against Iran at nuclear talks. 1 miner missing, 1 hurt in coal mine accident in Poland. Israeli police questioned on Palestinian attacker shooting. Avalanche in Austria kills 3 skiers, injures 2. 3 feared dead as Myanmar army truck runs down protesters. North Korea heads into tense winter, closed borders and food supplies in question. At least 13 dead after Indonesia's towering Semeru volcano erupts in huge plume of ash. Assad's tightening grip. Omicron possibly more infectious because it shares genetic code with common cold coronavirus, study says. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's US news feed. COVID live, UK measures too late to stop Omicron wave, government advisor says, India death toll climbs. In counter review, Riz Ahmed shines in sophisticated alien invasion thriller. From pandemic to endemic, this is how we might get back to normal. The latest challenge to Joe Biden's presidency, the Omicron variant. Just for once, ethics, not sponsors millions, have spoken with the loudest voice in sport. Tim Adams. Juan Cuadrado incensed after suspect goal decides promotion in Colombia. The big picture, women's fashion finds an unlikely style hero. To rescue the Republic Review, Grant, the crisis of 1876, and a Fox News anchor reluctant to call out Trump. Historical accident, how abortion came to focus white, evangelical anger. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Grand Ole Opry country singer Stonewall Jackson dies at 89. Biden, Putin set video call Tuesday as Ukraine tensions grow. COVID outbreak on cruise ship approaching New Orleans. Watch, cyclist in Christmas tree costume caught on camera. CNN fires Chris Cuomo for helping brother deal with scandal. Columbia University student stabbed to death near campus. More details released on violent drawings reported hours before school shooting. College student fatally shot in armed confrontation with officers, police say. Anti-lockdown protesters march through Dutch city of Utrecht. Italian dentist presents fake arm for vaccine to get pass. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. India Nagaland, security forces kill 13 civilians amid ambush blunder. Indonesia volcano, dozens injured as residents flee huge ash cloud from Mt Semeru. Afghanistan, Taliban warned against targeting former security forces. Pacific Ocean garbage patches immense plastic habitat. Why France faces so much anger in West Africa. Mandatory vaccinations, 3 reasons for and against. Biden and Putin to talk amid Ukraine invasion fears. Chris Cuomo, CNN fires presenter over help he gave politician brother. South Africa, the rape survivor who convicts rapists. Why Ugandan troops have entered Dr. Congo, again. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Loudoun County, voters weigh in on education issues and upcoming elections. Ukrainians tense at front line amid troop buildup. Thousands gather to mourn Michigan school shooting victims, parents of suspect in custody, what we know. Sheriff on capture of parents of charged teen. Today in history for December 5th. AP Top Stories December 4th p. Parents of Michigan school shooting suspect found, arrested overnight after manhunt. Bond set at $1 after Michigan parents enter pleas. Missing dog saves Virginia family from house fire, gets reunited with his humans in process. Bond set at combined $1 million for parents of Michigan school shooting suspect after overnight arrest. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Biden administration moves to scrap Cada's water pipeline right-of-way permit, cleared by Trump. AQMD extends no-burn rules due to poor air quality. Judge denies request by LA Firefighters Union for injunction to block vaccine mandate enforcement. Man and woman killed in shooting near South Los Angeles. The price before Christmas, costs of holiday decorations head north. Brutal, brazen crimes shake LA, leaving city at a crossroads. 60 years after being taken for abandoned LA freeway, homes may get new life. Column, to anti-vax firefighters, bye-bye, now let's build back better at the LAFD. After Jacqueline Avant was killed, this teen found the suspected gunman in her backyard. Magnitude 3.5 earthquake strikes near Calexico, California. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, December 5th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Korea reports suspected cases of highly pathogenic bird flu at egg farm. Pacific Ocean garbage patch is an immense plastic habitat for coastal species, living miles from their usual homes. French climber pockets share of Mont Blanc gems after 2013 find, a treasure trove of American League Division Series. Rubies and sapphires buried for decades on a glacier off France's Mont Blanc has finally been shared between the climber who discovered them and local authorities, 8 years after they were found. Pakistan receives $3 billion from Saudi Arabia as inflation cripples nation. The death toll from a sudden, spectacular eruption of Indonesia's Mount Semeru has risen to 13, disaster officials said Sunday, as rescuers searched villages blanketed in molten ash for survivors. China's Guangdong province on Friday summoned the chairman of China Evergrande Group after the real estate developer said there was no guarantee it would have enough funds to meet debt repayments, while regulators sought to reassure markets. Saudi coalition airstrike in Yemen's Taiz province kills 16, including children. Rio Tinto lithium mine, thousands of protesters block roads across Serbia. Stolen Nepali statue returns to its temple after decades in U.S. Belarus says Ukrainian military helicopter violated its border. Looted and left in an English garden, the goat goddess can return to India. Attempted assassination of Turkey's Erdogan foiled. Bolsonaro to face probe after claiming COVID vaccines increase chance of contracting AIDS. El Salvador responsible for death of woman jailed after miscarriage. Xiomara Castro, who will make history as Honduras' first female president when she takes office on January 27, plans to ask the UN for help in fighting the corruption plaguing the Central American nation, and will urge Congress to repeal so-called impunity laws. The next headlines are from Forbes. It's official, with Kirby Smart, Georgia will never beat Alabama's Nick Saban. 58 exciting new hotels opening around the world this winter. Is electing Gil Hodges to the Hall of Fame in the museum's best financial interests? The Dallas Cowboys do not need Ezekiel Elliott. WWE vs. E ratings, Rampage stays under 500,000 in overnight viewership. Here's when Fortnite returns and Chapter 3 begins. Trump media company says it has raised $1 billion. CNN fires Chris Cuomo over help he gave embattled brother. CNN fires Chris Cuomo. The 10 best new movies added to Netflix in December. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,749,062,326 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. High Life director Claire Denis talks in Panama about shooting The Stars of Noon. Turkish thriller Between Two Dawns takes top award at Torino Film Festival. Precious is the Night Review, murder mystery set in 60s Singapore looks great but lacks teeth. How Fancy Like, Walker Hayes ode to Applebee's, became the accidental sink of the year. Variety's Hitmakers Brunch unites music industry insiders to celebrate the soundtrack of 2021, We Dreamed of Moments Like This. Lil Nas X, Department of Justicia Cat, Ed Sheeran, saw ED and BTS sound the bell at LA's iHeartRadio Jingle Ball. Pana Pana He's hit the road wins Singapore Film Festival Silver Screen Award. Watch John Mayer try out his best stand-up routine at Variety's Hitmakers event. Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse sequel debuts eye-popping first teaser, Part 1 title. Jack Harlow on how reading Harry Potter made him the competitive rapper he is today. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Thomas Gavin might be America's most prolific artifact thief, but the jig is up. There is an environmental impact each time you hit buy now. Here's an alternative. These moms overcame homelessness, but the fight for a better life is far from over. Pro-Trump counties now have far higher COVID death rates. Misinformation is to blame. CNN fires Chris Cuomo for a role in fighting brother's sexual harassment scandal. A blizzard warning in Hawaii but no snow yet in Denver, in unusual December weather. 8 wolves were poisoned in Oregon. Police are asking for help finding who killed them. Nevada's governor apologizes for the state's past role in indigenous schools. Opinion: do you know who's picking your AA berries? A mass COVID grave in Peru has left families bereft and fighting for reburial. The following headlines are from the week. Joining the war on COVID. Legally rigging elections? 6 homes for nature lovers in Connecticut. The bank that keeps on taking. 5 cartoons about Christmas money rose. Elderly Orthodox priest heckles Pope Francis during Greece visit. Polls close in first gambling presidential election since former dictator's exile. 1 dead, dozens injured after volcano erupts in Indonesia. Le Pen, Orban, and other European populist leaders meet in Warsaw to discuss EU concerns. These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, December 5th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the 3rd most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Hera mission following after DART's asteroid impact. Moon, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus December 6th to December 9th. False fossils on Mars might inhibit search for life. Photos and video, December 4th total solar eclipse. Comet Leonard, and its glorious sweep past M3. The next news is from Politico. Europe's far-right leaders failed to tie the knot in Warsaw. Germany's SPD approves government coalition deal. Hundreds of House districts are being redrawn. Here's who's winning and losing. French conservatives' first female candidate spells trouble for Macron. Putin's choice, hot war or a deeply frozen conflict. Big tech braces for breakups as Britain opens new era of enforcement. Opinion: Biden's democracy summit was never a good idea, but here's how to make it work. From Huckleberry Capone to Turd Blossom, a history of White House nicknames. Why the threat to Roe may not save Democrats in 2022. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Morrison's sudden push for gender parity reeks of desperation. The heritage shock that came from staying at home during COVID-19. Aged care spending will need to increase even more, actuaries warn. From the archives, 1956, the Blood in the Water match. Support for local television in battle over smart TV apps. Target time and super quiz, Monday, December 6th. Where to start? Board struggle with climate change risks, fail to act. The latest illustrations from artist Matt Golding. Best of Cartoons, December 6th, 2021. Fresh-faced minister to replace Samira ally. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. The moneyest: my uncle accessed my father's bank accounts while he was dying. He also took his house keys, truck, wallet and personal papers. What can we do? The moneyest: my wife and I are in our 50s. We lost our house in 2008, declared bankruptcy and finally bought another home. We will inherit $200K. How should we invest it? The moneyest, my father desperately begged me, son, get a lawyer. That woman is going to take away your inheritance. My stepmother kept $1 million after he died. Brett Aarons is raw. Should you put your 401k in a 3x retirement portfolio? Project Syndicate. This former central banker says stop throwing fuel on the inflation fire with easy money policies. Outside the box, the quick and easy way to lose your life savings. Newswatch, the Nasdaq and the Dow are now trading in a way that was evident just before the internet bubble burst. Outside the box, the good news about the economy that you're not hearing enough about. International living, these are the top 3 places to invest in real estate today. Outside the box, 5 financial moves to make before December 31st. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. USC presidential finalist is Vice President, Dean at Purdue, according to report, The State. The next headlines are from Quartz. Omicron's inevitability, China's investment pledges, Jumia's downgrade. Miami's tech boom started with a tweet but is sustained by more than hype. As the U.S. Supreme Court revisits Roe v. Wade, let's revisit its history of overturned rulings. Rolling with Omicron. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. This week in Tech Dirt history, November 28 – December 4. If MLB thought its website shenanigans would intimidate MLB players, that plan has backfired. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Spurs vs. Warriors. Gervonta Davis. Devin Haney. UFC. Cincinnati football. ACC championship game. Chris Cuomo. Houston football. Jackson State football. Real Madrid. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Maskless LeBron triggers debate after saying high school policy makes zero sense. COVID outbreak on cruise ship with over 3,000 passengers. Reasons behind Dyson split with major supplier appear shocking. Suspicions as laughable late goal decides promotion in Colombian League, video. A fan is not a criminal, why thousands of Russians are walking out of football stadiums. White supremacists left out in the cold in D.C., literally. Who is fighting who in Ukraine? 5 die after officers ram SUV into crowd, videos. COVID-free Dana White thanks Dr. Joe Rogan, video. Major economy falls short of banning crypto. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Watch, Paris police check proof of vaccination while diners eat. Shocking images show ash-covered ghost towns on Spain's Canary Islands. Poland's beef with the EU exposes the dangers of political centralization. Now or never, the great transition must be imposed. Putin denounces Ukraine's use of Turkish drones in Erdogan call. U.S. companies are hostages to China. Goldman senior executives are searching for ways to quietly boost their own pay. Schellenberger, the real threat to banks isn't from climate change, it's from bankers. Biden infrastructure bill includes passive monitoring vehicle kill switch mandates for automakers. Obituary for Rusi Agat. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Don't exploit migrants for politics, Pope says on Lesbos visit. Gambians await presidential result as Barrow seeks second term. Residents in shadow of Indonesia volcano reckon with ruin. Palestinians, rights group condemn Jerusalem execution. Several wounded as Myanmar security forces ram anti-coup protest. Humans are for the grave, Karen face Myanmar military violence. At least 13 civilians shot dead by army in India's Nagaland state. Indonesia volcano eruption death toll rises. Indonesia volcano toll rises as search for missing continues. US, EU and 20 nations condemn Taliban over summary killings. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Santa Fe warns criminally culpable charge still possible in Rust shooting after Alec Baldwin ABC interview. Pinkerton, Biden's Green New Deal equals China first. Exclusive Missouri's Eric Greitens, I'm the strongest supporter of the Second Amendment. Armed robbery at home holiday party as LA suffers brutal, brazen crime wave. Survey, Americans with high confidence in U.S. military drops 11% under Biden. Dem Rep Cleaver, unvaccinated causing much of the problem with economy. Anonymous donation will help Tampa Bay military families, vets with holiday needs. 16-year-old cancer survivor uses his Make-A-Wish to benefit other child cancer patients. Loudoun County schools try to charge parents $36,000 for documents connected to sexual assault and rape. The next headlines are from UPI News. Watch, cobra with head stuck in beer can rescued in India. Scottish woman reunited with long-lost wedding ring after 50 years. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. This week's inspiring horoscopes from Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology. The way to a man's and woman's heart really is through their stomach. Hundreds of roundabouts in 2 U.S. states are saving lives, reducing injuries, and lowering carbon emissions. Man who had heart surgery wins $1 mill lottery on a cash word ticket and get well card. The winning word was heart. Sneaky German shepherd steals a baby's pacifier and gets caught on camera. Watch. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, December 5th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Farmer lodges complaint with police against cows over no milk. Skillet frontman calls rage against the machine government rock, insists he's the revolutionary. Woman reportedly breastfed cat on Delta Airlines flight. Ghislaine Maxwell stared directly at her court sketch artist and drew them right back. Fists fly mid-show between Bone Thugs and 3-6 Mafia. Scientists made an eco-friendly plastic using DNA from salmon sperm. Man in bunny suit arrested in Kirkland. Better.com CEO publicly attacks laid-off employees, accusing them of stealing by working only 2 hours daily. Tire of Mirage fighter plane stolen from truck near Indian Air Base, police case filed. New road in Uttar Pradesh, India, constructed at Rs 1.6 crore $210,000, gets cracked after local legislator from ruling party slams coconut during inauguration. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. The future of scientific research is quantum. Building apps with GPT-3, here's what devs need to know about cost and performance. Review, Electric XP 2.0 fat tire folding e-bike is a huge bargain. Black holes, what we think we know, we don't. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Nasal problem plagued long-nosed crocodile relatives. Probiotics improve nausea and vomiting in pregnancy. How you speak up at work can affect whether you're picked for a team. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, December 5th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Analysis, Utah State completes worst first campaign, wins first ever Mountain West title. Letter, Davis School District's failures are unlikely to be remedied. Utah Republicans have some weird ideas of what freedom is, George Pyle writes. Letter, want to decrease abortions to the lowest number possible? Letter, UTC forgets about climate change in its Little Cottonwood Canyon plans. The Supreme Court's ruling on the complex issue of abortion will likely be decided based on politics, Robert Garrick writes. Leonard Pitts, our system turns public servants into panhandlers. Letter, Utah Parents United turned me on to serious problem. Letter, building Book Cliffs Highway would have dire consequences all around. Letter, will the city of Holiday address the Dust Bowl scene in its midst? The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Someone stole $120 million in crypto from a DeFi website. Deepfake technology used to perfectly recreate a radio announcer's voice. 9 Wi-Fi routers used by millions were vulnerable to 226 flaws. Comcast reduced working latency by 90% with AQM. Is this the future? Those cute cats online, they help spread misinformation. Advent of code has begun, and other geeky daily programming challenges. JetBrains announces Fleet AI to compete with Microsoft's Visual Studio Code. Twitter admits coordinated and malicious activity weaponizing its new privacy policy. Amazon ordered to hold another union vote in Alabama. Booster doses are powerful, may fight Omicron, researchers find. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Vehicle held for fallen St. Louis County police officer. Catalytic converter theft, can a simple piece of equipment keep it from being stolen? Major case squad investigates after St. Louis Metro bus driver shot, crashes into utility pole. Webster Groves man not guilty by reason of insanity in stepfather's death. Panera taps viral TikTok creator to help with ugly holiday cup designs. The mysterious 2014 disappearance of a Missouri woman from her family's farm. Eureka native a finalist for college football's highest honor. Family speaks out after shooting death of Eureka High School senior. What's that in the sky? Fox 2 viewers ask about light sightings. Feds offers Fire STL pipeline a temporary extension. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Little Italy transforms into festive streetscape with 23rd annual tree lighting. Monoclonal antibodies treatment to be offered across county. Christmas party thrown for less fortunate San Diego kids. Federal Appeals Court backs San Diego unified vaccine mandate. Indiana woman who went missing in San Diego found safe, police. Rain, wind, mountain snow forecast for next week. Newly discovered comet to fly by Earth in once-in-a-lifetime event. Driver killed into car crash near Liberty Station. CNN fires Chris Cuomo after helping with brothers scandal. Shooting at party by the Bay leaves teen fighting for his life. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Ukrainian-made missiles enter South Asian market. U.S. Air Force uses radar gun-like device at Al Dhafra Air Base in UAE. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, December 5th, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. San Francisco restaurant denies service to 3 police officers that made staff uncomfortable. Small earthquake detected in San Leandro. 2 arrested, 10 cars impounded after Santa Rosa sideshows over Thanksgiving weekend. CNN announces firing of Chris Cuomo. King tides peaking across California coastal areas. Parents knowingly sent child to Bay Area school with COVID. Winter feel warmer lately? In these places, it really is. Pence, I know I did the right thing on January 6th. Freebies and deals to enjoy on National Cookie Day. Baldwin, someone is responsible for shooting, but not me. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Shipwreck of civilization, Pope comforts migrants on Lesbos. Expo 2020's workers face hardships despite Dubai's promises. Grammar Moses, which word sent us running to the dictionary in 2021? Facts matter, Trump's press secretary not secret child of JFK Jr. Japanese Americans who rebuilt lives in the suburbs reflect on Pearl Harbor trauma, legacy. Schaumburg resident calls trustees Grinches over holiday display restriction. There's still time to enter the Daily Herald Holiday Lights contest. CNN fires Cuomo for helping brother, the ex-NY governor who faced sex harassment allegations. Fox Lake woman charged with stabbing former boyfriend. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Check your ticket. Over $2.1 million in unclaimed Washington's lottery prizes expire soon. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in United States. Drought is ongoing in Bhutan, China, India, Myanmar. Drought is ongoing in Democratic Republic of Congo, Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania, Uganda. Drought is ongoing in Italy. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia. Drought is ongoing in Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Russia, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Chile. Drought is ongoing in Angola. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Cameroon, Nigeria. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, December 5th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Unseasonably warm, next front arrives Monday. It's Walt Disney's birthday, 5 facts about the legendary creator. Man struck and killed by HPD patrol car involved in chase in Southeast Houston, police say. University of Houston falls to Cincinnati in AAC championship in final score of 35-20. 2 killed, 1 injured in Southwest Houston shooting, police say. Hospitals brace for potential COVID-19 winter surge with 2 active variants. Mayor Sylvester Turner hosts Reliant Lights Mayor's Holiday Spectacular 2021. 1 person detained after man fatally shot in Northeast Harris County, deputies say. 11-year-old Houston boy meets San Diego man who saved his life. Accused roof scammer arrested after trying to target same woman again in Oak Ridge North, police say. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Hundreds march against COVID-19 restrictions in Belgium. Both sides planning for new state-by-state abortion fight. Leipzig reacts after 3 league losses, Marsh no longer coach. Indian villagers protest as army kills 15, fearing rebels. Bradenton isn't the first Florida city sued over sewage spills. Germany, incoming minister advises against Christmas travel. Smoldering debris, mud hinder Indonesia volcano rescue. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra extra, hallelujah, it's the shortest day of this garbage year. Public servants, a media publisher, and DAs, a look at Eric Adams' massive transition team. FEMA extends assistance application deadline for IDA-stricken NY and NJ residents. Columbia University ramps up security after fatal stabbing of grad student near campus. New Jersey detects state's first Omicron case. Interview, John Flansburgh on 40 years of They Might Be Giants. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. First person, trafficking is a crime can happen in front of our eyes. From the field, climate-smart development in an uncertain world. Zero leprosy in pandemic, experts, advocates discuss new strategies. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. What was the Flatwoods monster? Is it Mix, science spelled backwards, a progon word? Frederick Valentich's UFO sighting and disappearance. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. School tries to explain how it missed jitter warning signs. Ilhan Omar, Kevin McCarthy's a liar and coward for defending Boebert. Prince William felt the whole world was dying after attending child's traumatic accident. OMG, I want that house, Sag Harbor, NY. This brand new Civil War monument celebrates black troops. Growing up in the 1970s, when food was no fun. Trump lost the presidential battle but won the immigration war. I'm proud to be trans, but for now want to feel invisible. SNL's Lorne Michaels is Hollywood's biggest matchmaker. Inside the shady billion-dollar phone sex industry. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Lions vs. Vikings prediction, bet the underdog in NFC North clash. Stunning photos show total solar eclipse over Antarctica. Giants vs. Dolphins odds, analysis and predictions for all Week 13 NFL games. What on earth is the point of HR? 5 dead after Myanmar security forces ram car into Yangon protest, media. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Celebrating 60 years of human spaceflight. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Scientists studying whether Omicron is more resistant to vaccines. Omicron variant spreads as vaccination rate hovers near 60%. Omicron, what we know about the new COVID variant. Potentially hazardous asteroid to pass near Earth. The following headlines are from alienUFOsightings.com. Credible UFO sightings spotted by jet pilots are being ignored by government. UFO sightings from around the world. Congress calls for permanent office to address unidentified aerial phenomena. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Connecticut's first confirmed case of Omicron may be from NMANYC convention. Eileen Nash, dominant English cricket pioneer and reported MI6 associate, dead at age 110. Florida police kill student who lunged at officer with edged weapon. Do I need to get a gun and handle this big boy style? Pennsylvania man threatened local representative, cops say. 1 dead, dozens injured after Java's highest volcano erupts. California parents knew their kid had COVID and still sent them to school. CNN cans Chris Cuomo for aiding his brother, ex-Governor Andrew Cuomo, in sexual harassment scandal. Massachusetts cold case murder solved by DNA found on conch shell. Rio de Janeiro mayor cancels New Year's Eve celebrations. Edward Shames, last surviving officer from Band of Brothers, dies at age 99. The following headlines are from military.com. Edward Shames, last Band of Brothers officer, dies at 99. U.S. very concerned about Russian military moves near Ukraine, Austin says. Biden, Putin to talk next week as tensions grow over Ukraine. UN renews anti-piracy ships off Somalia for only 3 months. AP source, NSO Group spyware used to hack state employees. Honolulu utility shuts well to prevent fuel contamination. China's communists bash U.S. democracy before Biden summit. U.S. intelligence finds Russia planning Ukraine offensive. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. More than 1,000 horseback riders journey to Our Lady of Guadalupe Shrine in Des Plaines for start of pilgrimage. One of 2 suspects charged in shootout with cops arrested after barging into home, ordering family to throw away his hoodie, prosecutors say. Cop car on way to call crashes into little village home containing children, causing wooden beam to fall into living room. Bell ringer shortage, fewer donations put Salvation Army Red Kettle donation drive for Naperville area pretty far behind. 2 dead, at least 6 wounded in city shooting since Friday evening, police say. Chicago activist banned from courthouse during Jussie Smollett trial. Joliet area couple pleads guilty to misdemeanor charges in connection with U.S. Capitol breach. In fight over Chicago's vaccine mandate, Illinois Labor Board grants hearing on police union complaints of city overreach. Republican governor candidates attempt to use violent crime increases path toward regaining suburban voters. Mom of ISU grad student Jelani Day enlists civil rights attorney Ben Crump to urge FBI investigation into her son's death. I need to know what happened. The following headlines are from phys.org. Physics Nobel belies Italy's scientific brain drain. Indonesia volcano eruption death toll rises to 13. Total solar eclipse plunges Antarctica into darkness. Explainer, stuck jet stream, La Nina causing weird weather. Dinosaur tail found in Chile stuns scientists. How you speak up at work can affect whether you're picked for a team. Chemical pollutants disrupt reproduction in anemone fish, study finds. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, December 5th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. This senolytic antibody drug could combat aging and the diseases it brings. The scientific reason singers have a knack for language. Are people more prone to supernatural thinking if they believe in the afterlife? This is your brain on music. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Pakistan PM reassures president over Sri Lankans lynching. Walkinshaw and Andretti United team win Bathurst 1000 race. Twitter has a confusing new policy on what images you can post. Here's what you need to know. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Brooks, abortion, the voice of the ambivalent majority. Jake Fromm is real Giants curiosity as Mike Glennon seeks win in Miami. Rubin, Boris Johnson stirs up new Irish troubles for his own personal political gains. Collins, Chris Cuomo has a funny idea about what doing his job means. Chicago Bears vs. Arizona Cardinals, everything you need to know before the Week 13 game at Soldier Field. 3 keys to a Giants win over the Miami Dolphins in Week 13. Zach Wilson, Jets cannot afford to have another slow start versus Eagles. 3 keys to a Jets victory over the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 13. Horoscopes December 5, 2021, Frankie Muniz, pay attention to detail. Bridge, December 5, 2021. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Biden, Putin to hold video call Tuesday amid Ukraine tensions. New trial after jury met in room with Confederate symbols. Biden to travel to Kansas City to tout infrastructure plan, continuing Midwest tour. Pope Francis warns of global retreat from democracy, blasts nationalism. Elon Musk says people over 70 should be barred from running for political office. UK tightens travel testing rules amid Omicron concerns. Trump media partner says it has lined up $1 billion in capital. Mark Cuban buys tiny Texas town as favor to friend. California parents knowingly sent child to school with COVID. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Stanley McChrystal accidentally reveals the dishonesty of U.S. generals. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, December 5th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Could 118 lives have been saved in Chicago if vaccines were distributed more equitably? 2 shot, 1 fatally, while sitting in car on near West Side. Will Jussie Smollett take the stand? Critical question remains as actors trial resumes Monday. Blackhawks Patrick Kane enjoying plentiful ice time while waiting for scoring burst. Dear Abby, needy friend keeps me on the phone for hours. 15-year-old boy shot after argument in loop. CTA bus driver beaten in loop. Horoscope for Sunday, December 5th, 2021. Michigan steamrolls Iowa 42-3 in Big Ten title game, all but wraps up berth in playoff. Makeshift defense holds its own, but Blackhawks fall to Rangers. The next headlines are from the Times of India. BJP will never topple Rajasthan Govt, Amit Shah. Second test, India close in on big win after reducing NZ to 140/5. Jay Benushali on his unfair eviction from Big Boss 15. U.S. displaying caution in power projection since 2008. Filmfare Awards South 2019 to 2021 announced. Pack, lynched Lankins nearly all bones broken, 99% burns. How to check all SIM cards registered on Aadhaar card. Junior Hockey WC, India lose 1-3 to France in bronze medal match. New COVID testing rules for inbound US, UK travelers. COVID-19, India's road to 50% full vaccination. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, December 5th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are about world records making news. Watch, Dubai sets world record for We Love the UAE greeting card celebrating country's golden jubilee. Gulf news. With display of 687,000 Christmas lights, family breaks own world record in US, YN. Swimming World December 2021 presents, Aqueduct's murder case, the Kathy Tungay story, Part 3, Swimming World magazine. China's Ning refreshes national record at Speed Skating World Cup, China.org.cn. Former Yokozuna Hakuho recognized for 5 Guinness World Records, the Japan Times. 2021 US Open Championships Live Recap, Day 4 Finals, SwimSwam. When Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal broke world attendance record in Cape Town, Tennis World. Record holding Shero's dreams of climbing world's all tallest peaks, Dawn.com. Regan Smith takes down second oldest US Open Championship record in 200 AG, SwimSwam. Guinness record holder cyclist thanks first responders at Waco Hospital for life-saving care, KETK Fox 51 East Texas Matters.com. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Facebook Messenger is coming after your money. Spider-Man, Across the Spider-Verse trailer offers up a multiverse of magnificence. The Animation Guild's contract negotiations get delayed to 2022. Raised by Wolves 2's trailer is gorgeous and just creepy as hell, man. There were 2 pills for Jessica Henwick, the MCU, or Matrix Resurrections? John Bernthal thinks MCU Punisher cannot be another family-friendly quip guy. Google scraps return to office plans, but encourages staff to come in to regain muscle memory. Intellect and romance over brute force and cynicism. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Janeiro in Australia at 116.42 degrees Fahrenheit or 46.9 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Janeiro in Russia at minus 66.28 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 54.6 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. The movement to hold AI accountable gains more steam. Raised by Wolves S2 teaser reminds us why we love the series, until the S1 finale. Activision Blizzard will not be a part of this year's Game Awards show. Meta's failed Jiffy deal could end big technician spending spree. What will it take to end deforestation by 2030? The following headlines are from Raw Story. Nebraska's GOP governor is ramping up the nuttiness as he embraces Trump's policies, report. Sit-down strikes revolutionize the labor movement, could it happen again? How Big Tobacco used bad science to avoid accountability, and set the blueprint for big oil. Watch, drunk Uncle Trump crashes another wedding and drops an F-bomb on Mark Milley. Trump gets tripped up by a double negative, and calls himself either very stupid or very corrupt. Suspended teacher said shooter should have pulled fire alarm as diversion to fulfill hit list, report. Watch, crazed mom tries to run down students with minivan during after-school altercation. Watch, hundreds of white nationalists descend on Capitol in unannounced march. Mark Meadows mocked for claiming Trump used the word metaphorically. Stunning downfall, CNN fires Chris Cuomo over role in brother's sexual harassment scandal. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Are pollution and poverty alerting the sex ratio of our babies? The January 6th committee has a plan to prevent another attempt to steal an election. The parents of the Michigan school shooter are in deep, deep trouble. New evidence suggests Trump Department of Justice official conspired with White House to overturn 2020 election. For some, shipping bottleneck presages a polluted holiday season. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. The Kardashev scale, classifying alien civilizations, space.com. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Docs, music as medicine, ease osteoarthritis pain with fruits, the union leader. Ayahuasca, from Bantu giving hope for Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, the Costa Rican news. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, December 5th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Pentagon heading up UFO research is totally bogus, says Congressman Tim Burchett. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, December 5th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.